At this Texas high school, football is not just a sport, but a way of life. The game is famous for its hard hits, tough tackles, and endless injuries. More than 55,000 players end up in the ER with concussions every year, despite having their helmet on at all times.
It's a blessing in that it actually does do what it was supposed to do, which is to keep the skull from fracturing. The problem is it gives you this false sense of security for the soft tissue inside the skull, which is the brain.
Impaired vision, incoherence, and vomiting. These are some of the first signs of brain injury.
So this is the concussion recognition and response.
Dr. Joya has created a special app to track these symptoms. With just a series of questions, it can help determine whether the player needs to go to the hospital. The first concussion is usually benign, but Dr. Joya says ignoring it can lead to serious consequences.
You're now more vulnerable to that next injury. You then get that second injury. That becomes even more problematic for the brain to recover from, usually resulting in much more prolonged recovery, in possibly rare cases, producing death and more permanent disability.
Hard checks and violent hits are also the staple of ice hockey. Several NHL players have had their careers cut short because of brain lesions, likely due to repeated hits. To prevent these injuries, Coach Ziegler teaches his players to be more responsible on the ice.
If you put your elbow up into some kid's head, you could be ruining his season. If you hit a kid from behind, who knows what you're going to do damage-wise. We're trying to make sure that kids understand that they're accountable for their actions.
New safety rules mean hockey coaches can't put players back on the ice until they've completely healed. The sports these athletes play may be a game, but the risks involved are very real.